Hi, I'm Jared from Cleveland Software Design, and today we're going to be assembling and testing the 6-panel ALED kit. This video is going to be a part of a larger series where we're assembling and testing the ALED kit, the Extreme Builders kit, and the SSF kit. So stay tuned for those. Before we move into the assembly and testing, I'd like to take a look at the parts we're working with today. We have a 5-volt power supply. We have our 10 output S2 Mini ALED controller. We have 6 panels and 2 light strips with mounting hardware and our connection wire and our extension wire. One thing before we get started, I'd just like to make a caution about these LED panels. They are extremely fragile, so be careful while installing, assembling, testing. And another note on that, these are very important to test before you install. The last thing you want to do is go through the installation process into your cabinet and then find out there's like one LED that's not working, have to rip it out. So make sure you test these. Be very careful when you're working with them. Another thing to note, the panels will come in 2 forms. They may come like this, but also all of these panels are actually individual panels. You can see the split down the middle here. You can actually just split them right in half. Most of the time, they are going to come pre-split, so you don't have to worry about that. But if not, you can just split them right down the middle. And with that out of the way, we can begin the assembly and testing process. To start, we're going to take our 5-volt power supply and plug it in over here. This power supply is actually fine. It's rated for use between 100 and 240 volts, so should be fine no matter where you're using it. I'm going to grab our ALED controller, and you can see the 5-volt input is here. You're going to go ahead and apply power to that. Next, I'm going to take a panel, get our connection wire, and sometimes they'll be grouped together or separate. There is a male connection wire and a female connection wire. That's just for reference. It doesn't matter which one goes in which end. But between those male and female, you don't have to do all of these just for the testing, but for the sake of demonstration, I will show you. Here's the extension wire. You plug that between these 2 wires, and you have your wire extended. For testing, you don't need to focus on that. So we got our male and our female LED connection wire. Gonna take the panel, flip it upside down, and you can see 3 different terminals. The one we're working with is the in terminal. So you're gonna take one of our JST connections, plug it in there. Then for testing, it doesn't matter what output you use, but 1 and 2, JP1 and JP2 is typically for LED strips, and the rest are for any other, whether it's LED matrix, speaker LEDs, or anything else you have. That's typically the setup, but in configuration, you can set it to whatever you want. So for the panels, I'm going to start on JP3 and then work my way towards 10. Now that we have our LED matrix hooked up, we can go ahead and hook up our light strips. So what we're going to need is one of the male LED connection wires. You don't have to unroll these or anything. I mean, if you're going to leave them on for a long time, yes, unroll them. But just for a quick flash on and off to test, you can leave them like this. So go ahead and take the female end that is exposed and connect it to the male wire there. And I'll go ahead and plug that into JP1. And this one's going to go in JP2. And that is the assembled version. What's next is to test it. Before we begin testing, we're going to need to take our USB-C and connect to the computer. So on the ALED controller, connect the USB-C, the S2 Mini, and then take the other end, connect it to your PC. Sometimes on startup, it will flash all the LEDs. But if you want to test more carefully to ensure that every one of these LEDs is actually lighting up, you can actually, the quick way is to click the RST button on the S2 Mini. So if you can see that, click that button and that will activate a test sequence. And you'll see it go red, green, blue. And if you want to have that on for a little bit longer, you can actually press and hold at a certain point to have it freeze the test sequence so that you can check all of the LEDs. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I'm pressing it again, and then I can see all the pixels. All the LEDs are lighting up red, not missing any. Holding it down again, see all the green are good. Holding it down again, all the blue are good. If you want a more official way to test, you can actually download the LED testing tool off of our website. Let's go to Cleveland Software Design, Documentation, and we're going to Addressable LED subtab. And you can see right here, it says Config Tool to test the LEDs. So we're going to go ahead and click Download. Make sure it's unblocked. We want to go ahead and open up the CSD Addressable LED tool. Select the correct COM port. It's over here, COM7, and the correct version, which is the S2 Mini. Click Connect. And then all you got to do is click Do Test, and you'll see it run through the testing sequence. And again, you want to make sure all of the LEDs here are lighting up, especially on the matrix boards. That's really important to check. You can take the LED strips out as well if you want to check those. Check all of your LEDs there. And that's how you test the ALED kit. Really quick, before we end the video, I'd like to show you how to assemble the mounting hardware onto the ALED matrix panels. So I'll go ahead and demo that really quick for you. You're going to want to take one of these panels per ALED board. And then you're going to need 4 screws. 4 of these screws, which is going to be for mounting it into the cabinet. 4 of these gold standoffs. And 8 of these tiny black screws. Be very careful not to drop these. Okay. So what you want to do is take the mounting panel, and we're going to affix it to the back of here. So what you'd want to do before mounting anything into the cabinet, you want to put the gold standoffs on the back plate. So I put one in there, and there. What I like to do is hold it down and then screw the gold standoffs in, like so. Yep, just taking the black screws, threading them through the tiny holes there, and then on the other side, screwing in the gold standoffs by hand. All right, at this point, you would take this panel, place it down on your cabinet, and then put these 4 screws in these holes so that it's set on the cabinet. Then you would take your panel and making sure it's facing the correct way, because there's actually a right and the wrong way. So maybe make sure it's lined up with the panel, making sure that the gold standoffs line up with these screw holes here. If you can see that. Because if you have it the wrong way, it won't line up. So make sure it's lined up correctly before you install this panel. Then take your screws. I like to all put them in at once. Then take a screwdriver and screw it down. Again, be very careful because the LEDs are fragile. And then it would be mounted to your cabinet. Thank you guys for watching. Remember that this video is a part of a larger series where we're assembling and testing the Builder's Extreme Kit, the ALED Kit, and the SSF Kit to make sure you guys have all the tools you need to start your next build.